Hey, what's up, guys? Twintuitive 717. I am back with another reading. I'm going to dive right into a collective message for those of you who need to hear this, okay? Because the synchronicity I've been picking up on is earthworms, okay? I know that sounds really strange, but I've just been seeing it everywhere, and it's been popping up in very synchronistic ways. And so I want to get some energy around that for the collective, because there's something about renewing yourself, death, rebirth, an old version of you being left behind. We have the Seven of Wands, be assertive, don't back down from what you believe. Okay, so this could be about standing up for yourself and maybe shedding an old version of yourself that has maybe been more passive. I feel like your kindness has been taken for weakness by others, and you're being called to stand up for yourself, okay? For some of you, this could be something pertaining to your job, your work. Wands energy is normally about our passion, our purpose. This is something that I feel you are, like, you have a way about yourself, or you show up in a certain way that, you know, you may be really passionate or fiery or bold, and I feel like it may not be fitting in with the current job that you're in. I don't know if it's I'm seeing like a setting where your energy is too big for that setting, okay? People, and the lesson that's coming through here for you is, you see how she's leaping away? I feel like the lesson for you is to stand up for yourself, but many of you may be hesitating to do that because you may be afraid that you don't have anything else lined up, or you don't have anything else planned for yourself. But what I'm hearing from the universe is that don't worry about that, because whatever you need to do to speak your mind or to speak your voice, it's going to be so on target and so on point that it's going to release you out of this workplace and right into something that you're meant to do that's going to bring you more confidence, okay? You're going to be pushed into some kind of environment where your energy matches up with the expectations of the job. And for many of you, I do feel like this has a lot to do with speaking. Let's see what else is coming up around this energy. Okay, that's what it is. Like, I feel like many of you have you might have a lot of bold, brave ideas that go unnoticed in this workplace. Or it's not that it goes unnoticed, but for some of you, to be quite honest, I feel like people try to downplay the idea when it comes from you, and then a week later they'll execute it from their point of view as though it's some big grand thing. And many of you know that it's your work that's being used, or your efforts that are being used. You're being guided to get out of somewhere where people don't believe in it's not that they don't believe in your skill, but it's that they don't believe that you have the power within you to, like, I feel like maybe cause this tower moment, letting go of old belief systems that no longer work for you. That means that they don't think that you have the courage to quit this job or walk away from this job. And I feel like this message is coming as a sign of relief for you, that this necessary tower moment is part of life experience, okay? I feel like this is a strong message coming through for those of you who might be really unhappy in a workplace and it's not worth your health. And what I mean by that is, like, you wake up with a feeling of dread, or you wake up with a feeling of not wanting to go there because the energy is just not right. And I feel like if you don't make the decision to do it, the decision will be made for you, or something will end up happening for you to really make this grand exit, but in a way that's really going to teach people a good few lessons, including yourself. Like, you're really going to see what it is you're made of, okay? But some of you may need to, I feel like this reading is coming as a heads up, because some of you may need to calm yourself down and speak before you think, and also gather your energy, okay? Don't be so reactive and emotional when getting your point across, okay? An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. I love it. But you're being called to have the courage to release whatever it is, because nobody has, like, a hold on you. I feel like wherever you're at, your voice is not being heard, and it affects you because you're a person that it's important, like, respect is important for you. And I feel like you feel slighted wherever it is you are, and people make it like people will go out of the way to make you feel this way, but it's because there's something very intimidating about your energy in the first place. Okay, and people keep testing it. I feel like you may be getting ready to also release this side of you when it says to be assertive and to not back down from what it is you believe. Again, I'm hearing yes. It seems scary now to leave and stand up for yourself and speak your mind. But many of you can feel like cycle after cycle keeps happening where you keep getting triggered one after the next, and you're not meant to be in a work situation or whatever the situation is. You're not meant to take their shit is what I'm hearing, but a lot of you might feel obligated to. You might feel scared to take a risk, like the universe doesn't have your back. And I'm here to remind you that if anything is making you feel cornered, that the money's not worth it, your energy, your time, your soul is way more important, okay? But that ideally is the lesson. Nobody's out to get you. It's almost like a scenario that the universe puts you in to see what decision you're going to make. So just remember, if you can really, truly remember that you're here to live consciously, you're here to live happily, you're here to live stress-free. If you can consider that as your right, it's your right to be abundant. It's your birthright to be abundant. I feel whoever's going to find this reading, those words are going to resonate with you strongly. It's your birthright to be abundant. And maybe this is something that you need to be reminded of. And I feel like also too, whoever you are, you feel bad. You feel bad for asking for help or for asking for more. And I'm hearing to tell you to release that or to let it go because you deserve more. Let's see what the universe wants you to know about that. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles. You deserve to be comfortable. You could be an earth sign, which is why this weighs so heavy on your mind. That's Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Material things they're important to you. You may like nice things, but then you have this energy of like, you don't know if you're deserving of it, or will you ever come across it? Will you ever come across the type of work or employment or opportunities that allow you to bring it into your life? But the life experience card says, yeah, of course you will. Okay, but you first have to learn a very valuable lesson about letting go. It says let go of old belief systems that are no longer serving you. For many of you, that old belief system is that you have to stay because of the money, or you have to stay because it's like, what other job are you going to find outside of this field? I think too, for many of you, life experience may be teaching some of you that, yeah, you might have gone to school for this field, but the job itself, like, you're just unhappy and you don't know what to do because you've wasted so much time and you've gotten in so much debt and you've endured all of this time and energy. But the universe is saying, you're not leaving that behind. You're just going to be using it in a different way, just not in that environment. But you have to be the one to make that decision, okay? I feel like wealth is returning back to many of you, but it's not in the material sense. It's wealth mindset that's returning back to many of you, okay? I feel like many of you need to be reminded that you're powerful, okay? Abundance is your birthright. Queen of Pentacles energy, okay? So I'll read you guys the message. It says, be practical with how you proceed. So don't just quit this job. I'm not telling anybody to do that, but I do feel like it's strong messages about preparing yourself, okay? Before you quit something, make sure you have something else lined up. Sometimes you might have to bite the bullet. You got to hustle, right? You might have to go to work and let them know you got an appointment to go to, drive to that interview, secure it, come back to work like nobody's business. They don't have to know what type of appointment you went to, okay? Many of you may need to know that entrepreneurship is something that is in the charts for you. It's destined, especially with the Queen of Pentacles coming through, because the Queen of Pentacles likes to be comfortable, right? Many of you might like to... Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is comfortable. And what I mean by that is, like, things always come to you, okay? But you have to get out of the mindset of, like, scarcity and lack, meaning, like, worrying about where it's going to come from, okay? A strong message for the Queen of Pentacles is to attract abundance into your life by first starting to take care of your home, your space, your temple. And that means you. Okay, I feel like for some of you, this message may be that whatever this work environment is, whatever this environment is that's been taking from you, you're going to start getting your energy back, okay? And you're going to start implementing certain things into place and smooth sailing. Many of you are going to start having money come in, and it's going to be it's going to be really easy money that's coming in, certain opportunities, certain surprises falling into your lap, the right timing. Just be mindful of that, because the Queen of Pentacles energy represents all of that, okay? It says meeting someone who can make your dreams come true. That reminds me of, for many of you, it's the mantra of like, things are always working out for me. But a big, huge lesson is no one can have a hold on your energy. And some of you might be lingering around in workplaces wondering why you're always butting heads with management. It's because you're not meant to be managed. You need to be managing your own life because you're being called for something bigger. And the reason you can't stay in this environment is because like there's no flexibility, and it's keeping you away from something greater that you need to be doing. Okay, let's see if we can get more on that. We have the Seven of Summer. Okay, so no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion. So many of you might be confused about this. Okay, you guys are over analyzing the options, but I feel like that's why we might have started with the Seven of Wands card here, because the Seven of Wands indicates to be assertive. And when you're procrastinating, I feel like you're hesitating. Okay, so be bold and brave with who it is you are. We have the Seven of Winter. Seven represents confidence. It's a number of confidence. Okay, you have to soar ahead. You have to charge ahead. Okay, before the Seven is the Six. Okay, so you're being called to persevere. Don't give up. You're worthy. Again, you're meant to have abundance. Whatever environment this is that's making you feel less than, I feel like you're going to be putting that into perspective at some point, and having the confidence to start being more assertive. Or maybe the reading will plant a seed in a sense where a lot of you are going to start valuing yourselves, getting into that Queen of Pentacles energy. And wait a second, I need to take care of myself more. Instead of waking up and giving all of my time to this place, I'm going to wake up every day on my lunch break. I'm going to be searching for other opportunities instead of, trying to take overtime at this company. Instead of taking overtime, I'm going to use my breaks and all of that time in between to start delving into purpose, what it is you truly desire. It says here there's a better choice. You're not seeing things clearly and you're running from the truth. So this definitely indicates the need to get going and the need to get moving. Persevere through this. Do not second guess yourself. Okay, let's get an outcome card here for you. Okay, no running, no procrastinating. What is your best course of action when it comes to this environment that you need to be assertive with? Okay, there's a lot here. I'm drawn to the major arcana, which is the Empress. Okay, so it's time to take action. So it says here the power of creativity, and it's talking about luxury. And I did talk about with the Queen of Pentacles here, many of you wanting to attract a finer, more relaxed life. I'm also getting with the Empress, some of you could be mothers. So I feel strongly like why this big push to express your creativity or explore your creativity is a big thing for the feminine collective in general right now, is because I feel like the universe is orchestrating things in a way where, you will have mothers raising their children and being able to work and collect pentacles and all of that in a really balanced way, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of focus on like peaceful parenting, peaceful mothers, making sure that we treat new mothers with the utmost delicate support and respect, because I feel like what's going to happen is we are going to start putting it into alignment that this Empress energy here, like it needs to be honored. Okay, many of us, we can't be away from our children, and I feel like that's going to be a big realization, because we're going to have to start nurturing our children, because that is the essence of kind of disrupting a lot of the issues that stem from divine masculine, divine feminine, dark energy. Okay, so that's what I'm getting with the Empress here. So yeah, that's what I have for like in terms of like your best course of action is it's time now to get moving and sink into that Empress energy. You don't have to be aggressive to be assertive is what I'm getting. You can speak your mind, and you're doing it because you're speaking out for your highest good. You're standing up for your belief in your highest good in terms of the way that you're choosing to live your life. Okay, guys? So no idea who this was meant for, but I really do hope it finds you in good spirits. All right? You guys take it easy, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay? Bye, guys.